करते हैं हम स्टार्ट चालेल ना.
हाँ ठीक है, करेक्ट सुनो.
हाँ.
Hello everyone, welcome to this masterclass on data science. Thank you so much for joining this session. As I can see, many more participants are joining. So let's wait for a few moments and then I will start with the session. Okay, so let me start with today's agenda. I'm going to start with introduction to data science, followed by data science project execution. So I'm going to consider a real world example wherein we will see how different phases of data science projects are. And followed by that, I will take you through data science market. What are the trends, job growth, market growth, etc. And last but not the least, we will see our course structure. What are the different modules, tools, and projects which you will learn under this particular course. Let me first of all introduce myself. I'm Dr. Nile Karde, Academic Head for Data Science and AI courses at Digital Regenesys. I have done PhD in Artificial Intelligence after my Master's in Computer Application, and I have 16 plus years of experience in the field of software industry as well as academia. And my area of specialization include data science, web development, mobile application development, and AI. I will request all the participants, please share your details in the chat box. Let us know from which city you are, what you are doing. Are you a student learning in college or maybe working professional? Tell us about your background in the chat box. Hello, Owen, Rubies, Is, Vinny, Destiny, Tumelo, Omari, Nahiza, James. Welcome everyone. So I can see that we have almost crossed 100 mark as far as participants are concerned. And I can see that we have people from various corners of the world. Welcome everyone. So please introduce yourself in the chat box, and meanwhile, I will continue with the next slide. And also, I will request all the participants, in case if you have any doubt throughout my presentation, feel free to put your queries in the chat box. Uh, if you want our executives to connect with you, you can share your contact details such as email ID, contact number, along with country code. All right, so let's start with today's session. The first slide is about what is data science. I'm sure many of you might have heard this uh, keyword since last many couple of years, and nowadays you can see that each and every organization, each and every business domain wants to incorporate data science solutions into their daily work. So let's see what is data science. Now, rather than going through all those technical buzzwords, okay, rather than providing you a technical, boring uh, definition of data science, let me explain you the concept of data science through a real world example. All right. So let's discuss about this Spinny company. So it's a platform where you can buy or sell used car. And last year they have recorded a revenue of 440 millions US dollars. Why I'm highlighting these numbers, this revenue numbers, because I just want to highlight here that how data science is helping them to optimize their processes, how it is helping them to gain more and more number of customers that ultimately leads to the higher amount of revenue. So what you can do here is that, let's say I want to sell my used car. Now, for that, if I follow the manual approach, I will have to meet multiple dealers. I will go through several rounds of negotiation. They will inspect my car, and it is quite time consuming process, right? May take hours or even few days to finally sell my car. But with the help of this Spinny platform, what I can do is that I can share my car details into their website or on their mobile application. So all I have to do is enter my car registration number over here, and after that it will ask me further details about my car, such as brand of my car, manufacturing year, model, the variant of car, whether it is diesel or petrol car, and finally, how many kilometers I have driven that particular car. Got it? So once you enter all these details, what happens is that Spinny application will predict the price of my car. So in this case, it is around 0.25 millions rupees. So can you see the process which used to take otherwise hours or days? Now I can reduce that time to just few minutes. Just in a matter of few clicks, this application, I can sell my car. So how it is possible? How Spin is able to make this prediction? And obviously, because of such a faster mode of dealing with used cars, they are going to attract more and more customers, right? So the thing is that Spinny company have already passed data of transactions which they have done in the past. And these are in thousands or in millions, right? So they have got car details such as manufacturing year, selling price, kilometers driven, fuel type, transmission type, etc. And what they have done is that they have asked their data scientist team to build a predictive system. And for that, first, what they have to do is they have to do the data collection, then perform data cleaning, data analysis, and then build AI model to make those predictions. So I hope this high level idea about the data science project is clear to all of you. Now let me take you through each and every step of data science project. So it starts with data collection. Now the data can be stored. Okay, may I know, since many of you have already mentioned in the introduction that you are working in some sector, in some organization, may I know which software you are using for data storage? Spreadsheet. Okay. DBeaver. Spreadsheet. Yes. DBMS. Nath have mentioned about DBMS system. Great. Cloud. Yes. So these are the common storage mediums, right? So if you have relatively smaller data, then you can just a minute. You can simply use spreadsheets wherein you have the data in the form of rows and columns, right? Or maybe if you are already using software, right? So that software can have a database connected to it. So you may have a database like MySQL, uh, Oracle database, then you have got a Microsoft MySQL server. So these are the different database management systems which are there into which you can store the data. Or if you have got a big data, then maybe you can go for cloud services such as Microsoft, Amazon AWS service or Microsoft Azure, right? So these are the various mediums to store the data. So being a data scientist, you are going to start with data collection from any of these sources. Then next step is to perform data analysis. Now here, there are various aspects of data analysis such as univariate analysis, bivariate analysis, multivariate analysis. And you can do these types of data analysis using some scientific, statistical, graphical, and non-graphical methods. So here I'm presenting you the graphic examples of graphical methods. As you can see here, we are actually studying the data distribution of fuel type. So with this bar graph, what you are doing is univariate analysis. In this case, you are saying that what type of cars you have, whether you have petrol cars, diesel cars, and their data distribution. Here, I have got a box plot which performs bivariate data analysis. As you can see, here I'm studying the relationship between selling price and transmission of a car, which can be either manual or automatic. So manual transmission means you have got a clutch, you have to press a clutch to shift your gear. In case of automatic transmission, there is no clutch and gear shifting will happen automatically as the car speed increases or decreases, right? So in this way, you can study the relationship between different columns present within your data. These are a few more examples of graphical analysis, and we will teach you how to do this data analysis, how to interpret these graphs, and how you can identify if there is any indiscrepancy present within the data. Not only that, if there are any issues with the data, how to treat those uh, problems, how to handle those errors present within the data. Now, obviously, when we are talking about data, data is all about numbers, right? And a data scientist typically performs such type of computations, uh, using some mathematical formula, using some statistical formulas. And there is a possibility that some of you may not be quite fond of mathematics, but don't worry. See, even if you have a school level mathematics knowledge, that is more than sufficient. And being a data scientist, you are not going to do some mathematical derivation, or you are not going to do any manual calculations. Because as you can see here, this is a particular example of something called as multivariate data analysis. using correlation analysis. So this is a formula for the correlation. As you can see that it may looks quite difficult at the moment, but see here, the magic, the main magic lies here. See, just by writing a single line of Python code, I am able to calculate the correlation coefficients for all these columns in my data set. So that's the power of programming. Obviously, you need to know the background of this formula, but you don't have to do all this derivation or calculation. So that makes your life quite easy. And not only that, on the top of it, you can also add a layer of uh, graphical visualization. As you can see here again, with a single line of code, I'm able to represent the same table which I have shown you on the earlier slide in the form of this type of matrix, a colorful matrix, right? So we will help you with how to interpret these numbers, how to interpret these colors, right? And with this, you will be able to understand the relationship present within your data. Isn't that interesting? Thank you. So that was all about the data analysis part. Next is data cleaning. So as you know, real world data contains some indiscrepancies. So we have to handle those problems. So these are this is the list of few common problems such as presence of duplicate values, outlier values, null values or empty values, incorrect data types. So being a data scientist, I'm so sorry for the So being a data scientist, you will work on all these issues. How to get rid of duplicate values because unnecessarily it may cause a problem when you try to build AI ML model on this data, right? So sorting out these problems comes under data cleaning. Once the data cleaning is done, next step in your data science project is to build a machine learning or AI model. Now, what is machine learning model? Is it a hardware, software? So let me highlight here in a nutshell, machine learning model is nothing but a mathematical model. So when I say mathematical model, it's it is nothing but a mathematical equation. So see, since our childhood, we have been learning multiple things, right? Let's take example of alphabets. So we saw those alphabets, we have written them several times, and that is how we learn uh, alphabets, right? So scientists thought that what if we could develop similar learning capabilities within machines. When I'm saying machine, I'm talking about computer machines, right? So how we can develop these learning capabilities within machines? Because if we could do so, then we can use these computer machines to automate many manual tasks, right? So what scientists and engineers have done is that they have developed these machine learning AI models. All they do is that they feed the data to these machines, and these machine learning models will learn the hidden pattern present within that data, and it remember that pattern, right? And whenever a new data is feed to that machine learning AI model from its previous learning experience, it is able to make predictions on the new data. Let me tell you that how this machine learning AI model is relevant in our existing project. So for example, let's say this is our data set of used car, right? We have got car details and their selling price. Now, after data analysis and thorough data cleaning, we will feed this data to machine learning model. And the aim here is to predict the selling price of a car. Do you remember? Just now I have shown you the user interface wherein after entering car details, that application was predicting car price, right? So that is what we want to do. We want to automate that process of price prediction. So for this, as you can see, we will provide the past data to this machine learning model. And this machine learning model being a mathematical model, it will come up with some values, let's say V1, V2, V3, V4, etc. And on multiplying these values with these respective columns and further adding all these products together will give you price of the car. So did you get it? How this machine learning model works? They observe the values present in the columns. They will come up with some values. Here I have just mentioned some symbols, V1, V2, but in fact, these are nothing but numbers. Okay. Machine learning model will automatically, it will do some calculations in the background and it will come up with these values. And that is how it is able to, so it has learned the pattern, and now through this learning, it can make predictions about the new car data. Understood? So that is nothing but machine learning model in a nutshell. So as mentioned, our model have already learned the uh, pattern. Now all I have to do is just enter the data, right? And then once I have entered the data, the model will automatically predict the price. Now, that is not sufficient. See, we strongly believe in learning by doing. So we just don't want that you to learn the theoretical concepts of data analysis and model building. We will also help you to, to learn how to write a code for all these phases of data science project, right? And when it comes to model training, there is one more aspect which is called as data splitting. So let's see what is this data splitting. And after that, I will jump to uh, the last phase of the data science project development, wherein you are going to integrate your AI model, machine learning model with a web application. Okay, so just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to consider only two columns, car age and car price. So we will try to predict car price using car age. I know there can be a few more factors which decides the car price, but to understand how this data splitting works, how model training works, we will consider only these two columns. So what you do is, let's say that you have got a data of, let's say, 1,000 cars. 1,000 cars. Okay. So you are going to split it into two parts. The first part is called the training part. Okay. And the second one is called test part. Same thing we are going to do for the car price. Now, as the name suggests, train and test. So what is the logic behind this splitting of data? See, I told you that we trained AI ML model using a data. So what I will do, I will use this train data set. Okay. let's say there are about 800 samples in trained data set, and remaining 200 samples are there inside test data set. So we are going to use this trained data set. I will collect car age and their corresponding price from this trained data set, and I will develop my machine learning model using these 800 samples. Understood? Now, what is the next step? Once our model is trained properly, what I can do is that I will use the test data set, this one. The test data set contains the values of or the details of cars which were not presented to ML model at the time of model training. So these are the new value for our machine learning model. So we feed this new data to ML model, and obviously this ML model will make predictions about the car price. Additionally, we also have the test data set for car price. So these were the car details in our test data set, and these were the actual car price. Now, what you can do is that you can just compare it with the predicted values. Now, with this, you are now able to find out how good is your model, right? So that is the logic behind data splitting. We use majority of the data for model training so that model can learn the patterns, and the remaining small section of data is used for testing. It is used to test the performance of the model. Got it? Now, in case if the model performance is not reaching the desired expectations, in that case, there is a method of parameter tuning. So we will teach you not only to do how to do data analysis, build ML model, but also we will focus on how you can tune the parameters of AI model so that we can achieve higher accuracies. Last but not the least, as I have mentioned earlier, we strongly believe in learning by doing. So we just don't want you to learn about theoretical concepts. We will teach you how to develop end-to-end data science project, which include data analysis, model building, and then developing a web interface like this. So you will learn about how to develop such web interface. Uh, User will enter the car details, and once they click on predict price, all this data is shared with an AI ML model which we have trained earlier. And this AI model will make predictions about the new car price. Isn't that interesting? I hope now you are able to connect the dots. How a project that starts with just data collection ends with model deployment inside a mobile application or web application. Nahiza, which part you want me to explain? Can you please repeat? Yes, Lunathi recordings will be available. You can share your contact details so that our executives will share the recordings with you. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, everyone, for your positive feedback. All right. So I can see that lots of positive comments and thumbs up and hearts are appearing. Thanks for those. And now I will move to the next section of my session. So what you see is that data science is everywhere because of its ability to create insights from the data, and you can use those insights to make data driven decisions. So all the organizations, they now want a smart intelligent system, to automate their workflows, you know um, that will also help them to streamline their operations, right? So, as a result of which, data scientists are in a big demand. And as you can see here, it is estimated that according to some studies, it is estimated that it is the market of data science is about to reach the mark of 1 trillion US dollars in within next 5 years. And it will, in a matter of a decade, within a decade, it will reach market cap of about 2 trillions US dollars. So that's a quite interesting growth, right? It is one of the fastest growing domain. And obviously that translates to higher job opportunities. So these are the numbers from US Bureau of uh, Labor Statistics. And let me tell you, though these numbers are from US departments, but you will see that you will see similar trends across the globe, irrespective of your region and country. And since there is a relatively low supply, because this is relatively a new domain, right? We don't have enough data scientists and not that good data scientists at the moment. So you can see that there is a huge demand, and that results in higher salaries for data science job profile. So here are a few job profiles which are listed and their average salaries in USA. So you have got data scientist, machine learning engineer, AI engineer, data analyst, etc. Now, that was all about the what is data science, what are the various use cases of data science, how it is impacting our digital economy, right? Now, I want to highlight, we are in the last section of our today's session, where I would like to introduce to our comprehensive data science course, which can help you to land in a data science career. All right. So this is a course which will run online. So you will have live online sessions, right? And as you can see here, it is divided into 3 levels: introductory, intermediary, and advanced. So it doesn't matter whether you have a background of programming, coding, it doesn't matter, because we have designed it in such a way that even a non-tech person can enroll for it and can learn all the tools, technologies, concepts related to data science. And at the end, I have got a bonus for you. So please stay till the end of the this session. So let me take you through all these modules so that you will get an idea of what you will uh, learn under this course. And one more thing I want to highlight is that each of this module runs for almost a month. We have 2 sessions weekly, each for 2 hours. So we are going to start with Python programming foundations. Now, why Python? What is Python? So if you see any job descriptions related to data scientist, you will find that uh, almost more than 95% of those JDs require Python programming skills. So as mentioned earlier, uh, we are going to start with basic programming constructs such as variables, how to store data, how to manage the data using Python programming, and after that we will also teach you how to perform basic computations, because ultimately you want to do calculations, you want to perform computations in your data science project, right? So how you can automate all these things using Python code. After that, we will jump to uh, another model called applied Python for data applications. So here you will not only learn about the scientific techniques for data analysis and data visualization, but we will also teach you about few Python-based libraries such as NumPy, Pandas, Seaborn, using which you can accomplish all these things. Next is data exploration and insight. Here you will dive deep into your data analysis project, and you will be handling real world data, real world challenges, and how to develop solution for them. After that, you will learn about a Power BI, which is business intelligence tools. Here you will see that with a minimum amount of code, with just drag and drop, how you can build such nice dashboards, reports for your businesses. So this is a product from Microsoft, and it is the market leader when it comes to business intelligence tools. So we will teach you how to load data into Power BI, how to do data transformation, how you can draw different types of graphs, uh, add labels to these graphs, and then finally integrate all these graphs into a single dashboard reports. So all those modules address the data analysis aspect of the data science. And next module focuses on the machine learning aspect of data science, where you will learn how to use scikit-learn library to develop machine learning models for regression, classification, and clustering problems. We will also teach you how you can evaluate the performance of the model, and and different ways to enhance the accuracy of your model predictions. Last but not the least, we will teach you how to develop a web application using Streamlit library. So with minimum coding efforts, you can build such beautiful web applications and integrate AI ML model into it so that you get a feel of end-to-end data science project development. Isn't that interesting? And the bonus part, didn't I mention, if you stay till the end, I'm going to, I have got a bonus part for you. So in addition to these 6 models, we have 4 more models, and we run them in self-paced mode. So you will be provided with recordings of these models, which include spreadsheet essentials with Excel, where you will learn about various Excel formulas, how to process the data using Excel, data management using MySQL. So this is yet another important skill set which is usually asked for a data science job role. Uh, Tableau, just like Power BI, Tableau is also another Power BI tool. and a MongoDB, a database management system which uses NoSQL approach to store the data. So traditionally, in case of most of the DBMS or spreadsheet, we have data in tabular form, right? Arranged in rows and columns. But in case of MongoDB, it uses unconventional approach uh, that is called NoSQL. So that is yet another popular database. So we have integrated this into our course. So you will get the chance to also learn about all these modules. So as mentioned earlier, uh, these are online classes, live classes. At the end of each session, you will get the study material, which include PPTs, data sets, coding files, etc. And these sessions are full of theoretical explanation, hands-on coding, doubt clearing, right? And you will get chance to learn about industry-oriented contents, all the tools, frameworks, programming languages which we have incorporated into this course. They are industry oriented, means industries are using them on their day-to-day work. And uh, all of these softwares are open source, so you don't have to pay even a single penny to purchase these softwares. We also have knowledge check system. So at the end of each session, you will have MCQs, a few assignments, and as I have mentioned, we strongly believe in learning by doing. So for most of our modules, we have got projects. So it is going to be a project-based learning. Now, let's meet our academic team. Dr. Rashri Yalgi is academic head of Digital Regenesys, and I'm leading the data science and AI department at Digital Regenesys. And we have got a large pool of highly qualified, highly experienced faculties who have who have done masters, PhD in this field and have facilitated for several years. So I hope that you found this presentation interesting. So I'm sure those who have some queries or want to get the recording, right, of this session, you might have already shared your contact details in the chat box. Please do visit our website, digitalregenesis.com. And let me highlight one more thing, that these courses are accredited and endorsed by IIT PSA, so which is a reputed organization in South Africa. So you can just check our website, go to all courses menu. Under there, you will find a link related to data science course. So wherein all the details are mentioned. And let me tell you that Digital Regenesis is a cutting edge digital learning platform introduced by the Regenesis Business School. And we have presence across multiple countries, not only in Africa but also across US and Asia. Uh, we have been in this field since about almost around 30 years. You can see these numbers, which speaks about our success story. So what I can assure you that you are in good hands. Uh, So that's all about my presentation. If you have got any queries, please let me know in the chat box. I will try to answer them. And thank you, everyone. As I can see, we have got 100 plus participants for this session. So thank you, each one of you, from bottom of my hearts. for spending your valuable time with us. I hope I've been able to address many of your queries and your concerns about this uh, field of data science and our course. Okay, Lunati is asking what should be the configuration, minimum configuration. So minimum configuration, I would say at least have 512 GB of hard disk. Uh, I'm telling you the minimum specifications. Uh, if your budget allows you, you can even go for 1 TB hard disk, minimum 16 GB of RAM, and i5 processor, minimum i5. If you want, you can go for higher processor or higher amount of RAM. So, when it comes to data science, you require tons of software, but we will help you with one-stop solution for all these softwares called Anaconda. So this Anaconda is a software which, it is a package of all data science related softwares which are bundled into it, and it's an open source freely available software. So with just installation of Anaconda, um, almost 70-80% of the required software for these courses are, they will get installed into your machine. So Kevin is asking, what is the difference between data science and machine learning? See, you will see that there is an overlapping when it comes to data science and machine learning. Machine learning is ideally a subset of artificial intelligence. But being a data scientist, your job is to analyze, clean the data, and then build predictive systems. And to build such predictive system, you require knowledge of machine learning, right? So just check any job description on LinkedIn or any other job portals. You will find that data scientists are required to have knowledge of machine learning. Please educate more on supervised learning. So do you remember, I guess it's Stephen Bulega. So Bulega, the thing is that, do you remember the example of car price prediction? So there we have car details. Along with that, we have also provided price of the car to models. So we were supervising the model that for given configuration of a car, this much is going to be the price of car, right? So that's an example of supervised learning. But in some cases, you may have a data set where you don't have that target column of price, right? So such type of problem falls under the category of unsupervised learning. So in our course, we are covering both supervised as well as unsupervised learning. So I'm just going through your messages so that I will try to answer your queries as much as possible. How do you choose between the number of inputs and accuracy? So, as I have mentioned, one of the approach is to use correlation analysis. So, do you remember that colorful table which I have shown you earlier? So, there you do correlation analysis, and you will come to know that which input column is affecting the car price, right? And you can ignore the input columns which hardly have any impact to the car price, right? And when it comes to accuracy, I mean, now there are different types of evaluation metrics to calculate the accuracy of the model. So in case of a regression problem where you predict a numeric value, for example, if you want to predict sales count, price of a car, or a house price. So all these examples, they include numeric value to be predicted, right? So they fall under the category of regression problems. And for machine learning models, which are used for regression problem, they are actually, we use accuracy metrics such as mean absolute error, mean squared error, R square value, adjusted R square value. So these are few metrics using which you can find out the accuracy of the model. So I can see that many of you are requesting for the uh, recorded version of the presentation. Please do share your email ID, contact details so that we can share the link. Okay. Yes. You will get a certificate once you complete this course. So for each module, you are going to earn the certificate. And as I've mentioned, these certificates are approved by IIT, IIT PSA. So it also carries a weightage, and obviously, and sure, the brand Regenesys is also there. Okay, as far as learning material is concerned, we have got a dedicated learning management system portal. So once you enroll with us, you will get an access to that website, web application, and through which you can, you can get access to all those study materials and recorded videos as well. Yes, Adeliye, we have we do have office in Nigeria as well. So the duration of the course is 6 months, and for further details like price, uh, course content, etc., please share your contact details. And you can also visit our website to know further more about the course. Yes, in learning materials, we will provide uh, softwares as well. So see, we have developed installation guide, all for all these softwares. We have developed installation guides in the form of PDF as well as recorded video. And even if in case if you face any challenges during the software installation, you can to your write an email to your facilitator and book an appointment with them, and they will help you to sort out any software installation issues. Okay, Andrew, you are mentioning that you have got i3 and 16 GB RAM. So not an issue. Only the thing is that sometime you may find that whatever code or project you are running on your system, it may take a little bit longer to complete the execution. So as far as learning is concerned, I think that should not be a problem. If you feel that it is too slow, then you can upgrade it to maybe 32 GB of RAM, right? That will be quite cheaper compared to, rather than buying a new laptop. You're most welcome, Innocent. Oh, Odia, that is interesting. See, if you already have a knowledge of programming language like JavaScript, then it will be even quite easier for you, because in Python we have, doesn't matter which programming language you learn, uh, you you have same programming constructs, like such as variable, uh, looping statement, conditional statements, functions, object-oriented programming, etc. Right? So that will add an advantage. It doesn't mean that others who are from the non-tech background, they may find it difficult. No, it's not like that. But if you have prior knowledge, then definitely that will add an advantage to you. Construction of data pipelines. Um, okay, sure, Innocent, we can add it. As long as I remember, we are mostly working on the CSV based data set. So Frank Rucco, so as I have mentioned, we are not going to start with straight away with heavy data science or AI/ML concepts. We will start with the foundations of programming, so that you understand how to write a code. And we are going to start with a very simple examples. So that will give you an idea how to provide an input to computer program, how to do computations, and then provide the output. Eventually, once you got the understanding of all these things, you will learn about more advanced concepts. And during this process, a facilitator will be there to explain you all these concepts. In case of any difficulty, you can approach them, right? You can have a one-to-one discussion with them to, in case if you are facing any issues related to any learning concept. So in this way, I don't think it will be difficult for you to understand this course. And I have already told you, right? I mean, I have shown you one example of relational correlational analysis. There you saw it was just a single line of code, right? df.core function, and you could see that uh, with just that single line of code, you were able to do hundreds of calculations in the background, and a nice graphical wave of the correlation analysis was produced, right? So I think as long as you have a dedication to learn new things, you are ready to stretch your schedule, right? Because obviously you will definitely require some efforts from your side also to practice this code, to complete the assignments, right? So I can assure you, we have trained almost since last 3 years, we have trained more than around 500 students in this data under this data science course. And some of them were like from healthcare background, some of them were from hospitality background. One of the learner was a chef, right? So we have so many success stories to share. I, I do remember one of my student was she was a teacher from South Africa, and she she stood third in a national competition. So I hope that all of your queries have been addressed. And Carolina, congratulations. For your postgraduate diploma course. I wish you best luck. Chinedu, please share your contact details. You will get the details about the exact details about the upcoming batch. At the moment, I'm not aware of the date. Usually, it is in the end of the month. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Have a great day ahead. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.